coffee like 3 times now. This is not great. I mean, like, I don't know. I gotta like go to the to reach those. Like, I want to be very. I've made my coffee like 3 times now. This is my I hate the pods that I have right now, so I bring out my espresso machine when I don't feel like buying more espresso pods, and this is what I work with. It's not horrible, but it's like not great either. Like in the new year, we need to figure out my coffee situation because it actually drives me nuts. Anyways, welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to be talking all about 2026. I feel like I was continuously kicked in the rear from January all the way to spring. Like, I actually had no more like fight to fight, and then in the spring, January kicked me in the rear. The spring kicked me when I was down because, like, what is going on? I remember there were several different occasions where I was like, actually cut the cameras, this isn't my life, like I'm being pranked, because it was a test for real. With that being said, we're gonna be going into 2026 strong as frick because of the trials of this year. I kind of like to look into the new year as like goals that I like want to reach and things that I want to approach in the new year, and then little steps and big steps that I can take to reach those goals. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. In 2025, I know I started off the year being like, I want to be more creative, I want to do this, I want to do that, and honestly I didn't. I don't want to not give myself the full credit, because I feel like I did start the beginning of the year being very creative. I started reading more, I learned more, started sewing. I had like little projects. I made like little sweatshirts for Valentine's Day. My creative mind was just like going like all of the time, and then honestly it kind of stopped once I got into the spring a little bit. I know I started scrapbooking in the spring, then we get into the summer, and I feel like I started to explore my creative style a bit more, and then honestly in the fall it died, to be fair. My creativeness is so circumstantial. Whenever I'm going through things that like stress me out, make me anxious, like whatever, I resort to needing an escape from my own life, and so that would always end up me leaning towards watching other people's lives, and I'd end up doom scrolling instead of creating and doing things that were good for me. And I feel like I spent quite literally the entirety of the last portion of this year literally doing just that. If you also have that goal of quite literally getting off that dang phone, because it is quite literally ruining our lives, it's time to touch grass. So if that is also you in this new year, then welcome. It's time for us to become our best creative selves this year. This is going to be the year of creativity, of expanding our creative spaces, and doing things that truly just help us grow mentally, physically, and creatively. So here's how you're gonna do that. Number one, you're gonna want to put that dang phone down. For me, I know if I tell myself like I want to have less screen time, that's not gonna cut it. I'm gonna end up on social media or TikTok for me, and I'm gonna end up being there like way longer than I need to be. Me just voicing the I need to have less screen time never worked for me, and probably for anybody at all. It's about putting those boundaries in. One of my ways to actually break the doom scrolling disgusting funk that I put myself in almost on the daily is actually supplying myself with things that I know I can do that make me want to get off my phone. For example, going out and going for a walk is physical media, prioritizing physical media and not just what's on our phones. That can be watching movies, making playlists. I feel like this kind of like tops is like the very most important part of being on your creative journey and wanting to be more creative, is understanding that creativity is different for everyone, and there's no such thing as you're not talented enough, you're like not creative enough or whatnot to do those skills. It's all about putting yourself in that creative mind. So for example, like if you are not that great as like on the sewing machine. If you're not that great with painting or drawing, you can start with something smaller like scrapbooking or coloring or whatever that is. It doesn't have to be something big and monumental in order for it to be creative. Literally just look at this as like living like you're in the main character. If there's a movie, you're the main character in your life, and it can just be little things like romanticizing the little parts in your day, like making a coffee or putting on a cute little cozy outfit at home, even if you're not going anywhere, because the occasion is life. That's the occasion. Taking yourself on solo dates. You don't have to wait for friends. You don't have to wait for a big group of people to be able to go out and enjoy yourself. You see that movie that you wanted to go see? You don't have to wait for someone to want to go with you. You can go by yourself. Following that is taking yourself on solo dates. I absolutely find so much creativity just from like getting dressed cute and just going to do something by myself. For me, I love a little coffee shop moment. I love antiquing, thrifting, just literally dabbling things that I love, exploring new places and places that I haven't heard of or things that I haven't done. It can be new bookstores, whatever that means for you. The next thing kind of goes along with prioritizing physical media, but it's going to be using your libraries. I know a lot of people like to go to the bookstores and everything, and that's great, but whenever you realize you can find the very same books at your local library that you find at your bookstore, number one, you get to read them for free, and then number two, you get to put use and support in using your local libraries, which is really cool. Making your room and your space a moment. I feel like for me, I need a space where I'm gonna like feel my most creative, and for me that is in my room. It can just be little things like, okay, I have a little disco ball in my room, and whenever the light, like whenever the sun shines a certain way, the disco ball just like literally shines all over the cast of my room. And I literally just got that disco ball from Five Below, so it was $5. Another little thing is just truly just making being in my room and being in a certain space a true moment by being creative with it. I love playing music playlists, listening to little movie soundtracks always make me feel like the main character, and truly just making the little moments a big moment, if that makes any sense at all. Lighting a candle, you can invest in a record player and use vinyl to listen to your music. Like truly just make all the small moments a big moment, and it feels so nice. I could literally just be in my room like scrolling on Pinterest or whatnot, and I'm gonna feel like I'm like a magical little princess because I romanticize the heck out of it. The next thing is investing in your own personal style. This doesn't have to be like dressing like super fashionable all the time. Like, yeah, you can wear sweats. I'm wearing them right now. You can wear leggings. I wear them all the time. Truly, I feel like my fashion style is one of the things that literally expands my creative mind, if that makes any sense. I love being able to express my creativity from my outfits and from what I wear. One of my favorite ways to enforce that is just thrifting my clothes. I feel like every time I step into a thrift store, it brings so much like just like fun, because it's like you never know what you're gonna find, and so I love thrifting for that reason. And then you also get to have the moment of like giving the clothes that someone didn't want anymore a new home and saving them from going to the landfill. Like that, how cool is that? You're gonna want to dress in something comfortable. Usually I don't follow this rule and I always end up dressing cute, but you're gonna want to wear something that you can like envision yourself like having to like try multiple things on, so you're gonna like have to take your clothes on and off and like whatnot. Making thrifting a moment. Like go get yourself like your favorite drink, or you can pack it like with you. Make like a new playlist, and then when you get to the thrift store, bring your headphones, listen to the music, and you're gonna want to lock in and just see what you can find before you go make a Pinterest board and of all the things that you would like to thrift or the vibe that you're going for, and see what you can find. Maybe you'll find nothing like the Pinterest board that you created, or maybe you'll find almost things just like it. It's such a fun way to like make thrifting an experience and really truly make it like an adventure. Like you never know what you're gonna find. There's also so many different ways that aren't just like thrift stores that I want to kind of like dibble dabble in 2026. I know there are a lot of like garage sales and estate sales, and then there's like Facebook Marketplace and all sounds like so fun and so cool, having like a little like estate sale adventure or like a Facebook marketplace adventure, because sometimes they have really good stuff on there. The next thing is every once in a while spicing up your daily routine by trying something new. That can be trying a different workout, like you can go for a walk and listen to a new playlist for a change. You can try a new workout class. I know there are a lot of workout classes where you can get to the first class like for free. I tried a yoga class downtown and it was free for the first class. I know there's just like a lot of fun ways to like move your body that always helps me feel like I'm like romanticizing my life whenever I do something different. In that moment, it's like, oh, this is gonna be like life-changing. Like, I'm gonna do this all the time now. Creating time to do something different every once in a while. For you, that can be whatever schedule that looks like for you. It can be once a week, it can be once a month, it can be every other month, whatever that looks like for you. A good example is spicing things up. Try a new recipe book, try a new recipe that you saw on Pinterest. It can be going to the library and getting a recipe book and then trying a recipe from there. It can be taking yourself on a little picnic date. Like the weather is warmer, taking yourself on a little picnic date. Make it a moment. Like get yourself some flowers, get yourself your favorite food, and truly just like enjoy. It can be literally getting a new book at the library, investing in a genre that you never thought that you'd read, and then it ends up being like one of your favorite books. For me, whenever I get tired of listening to the same thing all the time and I make a new playlist, it makes me want to go on a long walk just so I can listen to that playlist. Like it's such a fun little like changer moment that always makes me feel like I'm the main character. I'm just going on a walk, headphones are probably on way too loud, and I'm just like walking and just like vibing to my music. Like nothing better. You can also like start a new series. I know for me, I have a really bad problem in always wanting to watch the same things over and over and over. But then the very few times where I do watch a new series or a new movie, my life feels like changed and altered. Like right after. For me, I'm such a creature of habit, so doing little things that just spice up things every once in a while is so much fun. You can go to the makeup store and try a new product that you've been wanting to use. You can find like a little eyeshadow palette and do glitter eyeshadow. I know there's like so many cheap drugstore options that have so many different like shades of like glitter eyeshadow palettes that are so much fun to work with. I'm not great at eyeshadow, but it's like it's always fun to like do something even when you're not good at it. The next thing going along with that is doing things that you're not good at. It builds the plot. Learning that you can do things even if you're not great at it, it's like what makes it fun. Like baking, I'm not great at baking, but trying out a new recipe every once in a while. I know this year I really want to try and make a sourdough. The idea of making a sourdough starter is really intimidating to me, so I've never gotten around to it, but I feel like it'd be so fun. Who cares if it's perfect? Who cares if it's good? Like, it's fun. Creating time to do something at least once a week that you will look forward to. For me, that could be like going to the farmer's market on Saturday mornings. It can be like getting my favorite food like after work once a week. For me, it can be going to the library or reading my Bible in the morning, getting up earlier in the morning so I have time to have the morning to myself before work. Making little Pinterest boards every once in a while just for the fun of it, getting inspiration, or just for the fun of it's pretty and aesthetic to look at it, like just for fun. Being on Pinterest is such a moment. I've gotten so many different craft ideas and things from there. One of an easy little fun craft idea for you could be literally just making like your own like physical scrapbook. You're just gonna need an old frame. You can get some fabric, some pictures, and just have like a fun moment with it, and then you can hang it in your room. I've ended up making 2 of those and I got the ideas from Pinterest. So another fun thing like that is shuffles. I don't know how many of you have heard of it, but I feel like it's pretty well known. But it is truly such a fun little app where you can get on there and you can just make little like mood boards, and there's like little cutouts, and there's so many ways to like do it. I feel like making those always make me feel so creative, and you can just make one like for anything, like just for fun, just for the fun of it. Next thing is taking pictures taking pictures just because, like getting dressed and getting cute and taking pictures and maybe making it your new profile picture or editing it cool in a different way that you never had. Also be like wearing that outfit that you've always wanted to wear but you don't have anywhere special to wear it. Just getting dressed and taking pictures in it could be so fun. You could do it like at home, or you could take yourself like out and take pictures. Also, another moment would be so fun is doing like themed little photo shoots, like going thrifting for a specific theme and then coming home and like getting dressed in that outfit and then taking pictures. I know you could do so many different themes. Like you can go thrifting and see what you can find like 70s themed, or what you can find like 90s or 2000s or indies themed, and then come home and like take a photo shoot and make it like so cool and creative in such a moment, and then you can edit it the way you like. That is such a fun thing, and I definitely want to do some of that in 2026. I do remember there was like flower photo shoots like you do in the bathtub where people would like put milk in the bathtub. I also remember like on Valentine's Day people would make like heart-shaped cakes and like take pictures with them, which is such a fun little thing. Just taking pictures. Bring back taking pictures just because they're fun. You don't have to post it on Instagram. You can just take it just for the memories. Another thing is getting a camera. Getting a camera just for the sake of taking fun pictures. It does not have to be an expensive camera. It does not have to be the expensive like film or whatnot. It simply just be one of those, I think they're like $15, like Fujifilm cameras that you can literally get at like your local Walgreens, your local Walmart. You can get a camera off of Facebook Marketplace, off of eBay, off of Amazon. Like, that is such a fun moment. I had a huge obsession with film cameras, and I found several of them at the thrift store a few years ago. Unfortunately, I never figured out how to work them, and they didn't work, but I definitely think in 2026 is going to be my year of finding thrifted cameras and looking on Facebook Marketplace or whatnot. I really do want to find a good film camera and just dibble dabble in taking pictures just because, just for the fun of it. Definitely going to be doing more of that. I feel like that really opens up my creative space a lot and expressing my creative style, and just simply because it's fun, and it's going to be fun to be able to look back and see all those memories of those sweet little pictures of you in your 20s. Anyways, I'm really excited for this year and all the creative aspects of it, and truly just a journey of building so much creativity within myself. And I do hope that if that is your goal too, we could do it together. And I hope that this video was some help for you, maybe gave you some ideas, some inspiration for also fulfilling that goal of wanting to be more creative in the new year. But anyways, that is going to be all for this vlog, and I will see you in the next one.